Hi everybody, this is Janice with cricketology.blogspot.com, and today we're going to be making this card here. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, got the base from Birthday Bash, and I cut it at 4.5 inches, and that would be button number 20 for this. And then this is the layer that goes to it. Okay, and I just cut it at the same size, 4.5, and it layers perfectly. Put that together. Use my ATG 714 to do that. Actually, you know what? No, because I'm going to be putting a ribbon on it, so I need to do that first. And then here's our little bird that we need to put together. And this is from Three Birds on Parade. It's cut at 3.78 on my on my Gypsy. I designed it on my Gypsy, and it's button number 36, and it's the little cupcake birthday bird. And the papers were all from my scraps. This is actually the DCWV Autumn. I had a teeny tiny piece, so I got the pieces from that. And then I've got this satin ribbon that's from the Dollar Tree. That's where I get most of my satin ribbon. And I'm going to show you how I make a ribbon. I'm going to slide these aside because I'm not going to put those together on camera. But I will show you my ribbon tying technique here. There is a tutorial on this, but I just thought I would do it one more time if you're new. All you do is, I'm using a block here. This is a 2x2 inch block because of the size of the piece that I'm trying to cover, okay? And this will make sense to you in a moment. And I'm just going to tie my bow here. And this is kind of like a silvery gray color. And you just do your normal method for tying a bow. And you have to mess with it so that it looks just so. I'm going to try not to because I don't want to have to redo this video. Okay. Then you slide this off of the little acrylic block, and you cut it. If you want it to be to the side, you have to cut it to the side, okay? Because this is going to wrap around this base here. Okay, it's going to go down here, and see, now all I have to do is tape it in the back. And I just absolutely love doing it this way because I just feel more confident tying that bow than tying it around the card. I just don't have, that just doesn't give me enough stability to do a good bow. So I find that method works for me. And then just some regular tape back here. Okay, and then all we have to do now is cut the little tails to wherever we want them. And then we just need to burn these edges so that they don't fray on you. Okay, I decided to put the part of the bird on camera, put it together so that you could see how this goes together, okay? There's the base piece, and it's important to put this bird piece on first, okay? I learned that from someone else, and I didn't really get it until I started doing it, and I did it the wrong way. So I started to put the bird together and all the layers together first before I put it on this background piece, and I lined them all wrong. I lined them up incorrectly, so that's why that's important, okay? Here's the little wing. See, I had set it up wrong because I just didn't know what angle it needed to be at. So, and right now I should have put the legs on first, but that's something that we can work with. Okay, doing the legs, because we can still, you know, put these on, but that's important to do that first. Okay, and what I did to the little hat was I wanted it to have like some pattern, but I didn't have yellow pattern paper, and I really wanted it to be yellow. So I just took a piece of, I should do it on my craft mat, but I don't want to have to move everything. And I just took a stamp that is just a pattern, and this is from Close to My Heart, and I don't like the way that that's stamped, but you know what, it's gonna have to be okay. And I'm using the Mustard Seed Distress ink. And we're just adding a little bit of pattern to it, that's all. Okay? Okay, couple final touches here. I used the Perfect Pearls on, this is the Perfect Pearl color, on the hat and the cupcake wrapper because of the fact that I used Distress ink. This ink stays wet longer, and so things like this, Perfect Pearl, actually will adhere to it longer. And I'm trying to get close here, see if you can see it, and you really just I cannot pick this up with my camera. But you have to kind of mist this in order for it to set, just with a little spritz of water. Not enough to, you know, soak it or anything, but it just gives it like a little bit of pearlescence to it. And then I'm going to take one of these eyes and give him an eyeball, a big bird eyeball. And then for the ice cream, or for the cupcake, no, not that, I'm using the Snow Rider to give it some frosting. And you just pretend you're icing a cake. I love this stuff, and I can even get a little peek there. And then I'm going to take the heat gun. You don't have to do the heat gun. I think it would dry just fine, but, you know, impatient crafter, I should say. And you just kind of move it around so you don't burn the paper. And it starts to bubble. I'm not sure if you can see that, but it does. Okay, I forgot that I wanted to emboss the sentiment, so I'm going to ink up my Happy Birthday stamp, which is just a dollar stamp from Joann's. It came with the turtle. It's a really cute one. Okay, and then I'm using white embossing powder. I prefer white embossing powder to white ink. I just think it's so much easier. And I forgot to use my embossing buddy. I wanted to show you, but it actually turned out okay, even though I didn't use it. Alright. I'm just going to move this around, keep it moving. Okay, so it's done. I finished it. I put it together. This one kind of goes off the card a little bit, which I actually like better. And that's okay, because my envelope is 4 3/4 inches tall, so that works perfectly. It fits perfectly in this envelope. These are the A2 envelopes from Walmart, so I'm going to keep buying them there because they're just a little bit bigger. So it gives me a little room for, you know, creativity. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye.